common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
All right, guys, here we are again, another issue for Learn Crypto, Wyckoff SMI. Not much going on, but I want to jump on here again, trying to keep new people updated and also some overseas. So let me get back over here to my screen. What's going on, Bob? Mark? What's up, James? Chris K9, Outlaw, Johnny, Texas, Lodak. Let's give a little bit of a second here for people to slide in. Let me get ready. Might have to give a few wrenches away. LearnCrypto.io is the pathway to your understanding of cryptocurrencies. At our website, you can learn about the grandfather of technical. There we are. All right, we got 59 in here now. We had that quick jump this morning, what, about 10:30 Central Standard Time, got me a little nervous. I'm going to hold on here a second and moderate Real Dara and Famer, two names I keep recognizing. Matty B, what's up? Kawika, Martin Max, Blanco Kennel. Pity the Fool. You're welcome, Famer. We are killing the Discord. We're about 170 plus people over there. Got a good group over there. I'm sure that's going to keep growing. Trying to keep doing our thing there. Let me put that. I thought this was a B-way. We'll kind of talk about that. What up, the bourbon dude? And Carrie's in here. All right, Bitcoin slipping down a little bit here, if you can see that. I just sold a little bit short just about $100 ago. So maybe we're going to crash this to see as we talk. That'd be interesting. Stunner in here. Stuna D620. All right, what we got? 92. That'll increase here in a minute once everything gets out here. That green candle this morning got everybody excited. I will say, well, I just don't use this computer. Damn. That's sad, but I got to think about that one. Hold on a second. Yeah, prick. Well, on that wick, I was saying in Discord not to be, not to get too excited. I still thought that was just probably, you know, somebody coming in trying to catch stops, etc. So I wasn't, I didn't think that was going to be the start of something. So I kept everybody hopefully on the sidelines there because I think that was a fake out. Didn't look well for the charts, but you got to understand we're trading cryptos. It doesn't take much to move a market. It's not like a stock on Elliott wave or something where it takes more to move it. You got to be a little bit open on some of these Elliott wave formations, I think. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Matic, I know Nick and I was kind of on that this morning. I was calling, it was a wave 2 extension support. So I got, okay, now we're 78. We're trading down. Got to move that down because we just fell, what, a quick 150, which makes me look way better. Wouldn't take much to drop down to the 7,500 level, I wouldn't think. I'm going to show why I was still bearish. Again, we had all that in the Patreon Discord, but I still give quite a bit away here on YouTube and Twitter. So one thing, that's BNB. Let's go back to Bitcoin USD, 5 minute, 1 month. Dustin, what happened to your ranch? You must have did something. Hold on a second here. All right. Bitcoin, 5 minute USD. You can see here again, I'm not down here, volume hitting new lows. Price didn't. That was bullish. Oversold technometer. Same thing over here. Volume coming down. Price was holding. You can't see it as well as going off the monthly chart. The problem is over here, and I mentioned this on the way up, what would get me nervous? That would be volume going to new highs. Price not. That's happening here on a very small basis. And also we've got Bitcoin at 48.4 on the technometer. So up close to 50. So I'm just a little bit nervous here. Bitcoin USDT, it's going to look a little bit different. So let's take a look at that. You're welcome, Fred. You have been here a long time. I will agree. Bitcoin USDT. You can see here, interesting. This morning's surge, no volume came in. We had that 0.618 that I'm talking about. Got to raise this up a little bit. This was a 0.618 retracement, which why I didn't like this for a B wave. So we marked that as a B wave. And when volume goes to a new low with an oversold technometer, you would like that, but the technometer here is neutral. So again, I'm worried about a little bit of downside here. You got, yeah, Litecoin just fell out of bed. You are correct, Bajorn, but I guess I warned everybody of that. I said we'd probably come down and take out these lows and scare everybody on Litecoin. Ethereum I like, but I said, again, everything would follow down on Bitcoin and pick up Ethereum, EOS, and some of these on weakness. So didn't know it was going to make this broadcast look like a wizard call again, but that's exactly what's happening. I'm going to tell you the counts I'm going with now. Let's talk about that real quick before what I think's going on now. I'm thinking that this is an ABC like we talked about. I don't really go back and change many things. That's an ABC. There's a slight chance the way things are working. A, B, C, DE, or possibly even DE here. Then this would be a leading diagonal, 1, 2. Now we're going to get the meat of this decline. So whether we do that or we do this, I'm not sure. This looks way more pretty to the eyes. So again, we're in the middle of a decline here. So let's see if we can continue this. Yeah, I got lucky here. Trying to pick the markets and then go live at good times. So, but if that's the case, I mean, so what happens then? We break the uptrend, we go back and kiss it. And that was perfect kiss this morning. Again, if you're in our Patreon Discord, I told you not to be chasing that. I wasn't feeling it. So that might have been worth the $30 a month already. So what happens here then? We're going to make that a big A down. We're going to make this, well, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to make that a B triangle. And then we're going to need 5 waves down or an ABC down. Somebody wanted to know why I wasn't doing more Wyckoff and throwing Elliott wave. I got to explain that continue because I own Wyckoff SMI Institute. Richard Wyckoff started in 1931. But when we get movements like we are now, where I just gave you the Wyckoff reasoning from the software chart, but then I like to throw some Elliott wave on it just to maybe get a feel. Because Wyckoff would say, you know, this could have been a buying climax, automatic reaction, secondary test. This could be an up thrust maybe with a couple tests. Now we're going to see a sign of weakness. But I normally just try to throw a little bit of Elliott wave on it just to see how it works. I've been so on fire with the Elliott wave labelings that I'm obviously going to stay with it. So again, if we do this and we're looking for a break, you know, it could be down to 6,600 or so. So that's a possibility. Or we go back to the original. Which is still this. And this one still counts too because I called this B wave. So, you know, this would just mean somewhere around 7,100 at Coinbase. So now we don't know what that news was. We are bouncing here on Bitcoin about half. Litecoin and Ethereum still taking some wood. Ripple down to 38. So we lost 4 or 5% on the alts. ADA down 6%. BAT down 7%. BNB down 3%. Decred down 2%. EOS down 5%. EOS is one that was looking pretty good on the charts, but I did scalp out of that at 635. I mentioned that I was rolling out. That's a pretty big breakdown to 575. Damn. Now see, that looks like the ABC I just gave you, or this is 5 waves down. This is a triangle that I was worried about. And now you've done an ABC and EOS, so got to be careful here. I wouldn't mind some EOS down at these levels. Matter of fact, let's go back. Because again, on Bitcoin USD, the technometer is 48.4, so I was leaning more. Even if we rallied, I didn't want to chase it. It wasn't going to be a lift off to 9,000. So, and now I think we're still doing this C wave, obviously. I'm going to look at EOS real quick. Litecoin, I haven't said much, except I thought it would follow Bitcoin down. Long term, I still love it. Short term, Got an error with the software, maybe. Well, there's a 50, 60% retracement back up on Bitcoin. Let's see what happens here. Big red bar on the Bittrex chart. Could say I got too many windows open. Anybody knew I don't normally go live here by myself. I don't have this many windows open because normally I'm doing everything from my other desk. But Dell has screwed up coming here to fix everything, even though I have 24-hour support. Let's see if that's going to load. There's Bitcoin back to 78.30, so I don't know if that was some type of news. Litecoin did an 86 back to 90. I still think we're going to resolve a little bit lower or so. But Nick and I did a show last night. What up, Crispy's Glass? I mean, that definitely caused some stops. There's no doubt about that, going down below these lows. Let's just see if it can recover all that. There's Litecoin 92 after what, an 86? 85.50? 85.60 or so? Whoa. Now, if we look at that one, Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum, it still would look like we got this A, B, C down or 5 waves down. And I still like the way that this is A, B, C. Maybe this was a D. We're going to mouse around up here for an E and then put it to sleep. So again, I just came on here really to say I still thought we resolved the downside before you want to get too aggressive. So that's kind of all I really wanted to go over. See, there's EOS USD on the daily. We got a 39 on the technometer. See, I've got, sometimes during the day I get these problems with the software, and that's, again, why we're working on it. So that's not an updated technometer. Let's go to the 5-minute so we can see that last decline. I do count some Elliott on top of Wyckoff. Elliott's probably just 5% of what I do. There's EOS USD with volume going to load. Now that's just a day chart, or that's like a day and a half. So let's go to the monthly. I added Fibonacci retracements on the volume a few days ago. So yeah, I do add that in some where I think it's appropriate. I don't do a lot of Fibonacci retracements, but some. All right, there again, you can see here volume on EOS continuing to make new lows. Just made another new low. Price is still holding up nicely. So I think EOS is still one to purchase. I wanted to buy it on a further break on Bitcoin, so not sure if we're going to get that. Again, I still think everything slides down. So everyone's talking about Matic. Obviously, everybody likes to go to what aggressive is. I know Nick had given some sells up here at 370. Don't hold me to this, but I know it's around 370 unless he's in here. This morning we got asked about it. I think he said pretty well to pick it up now. I was saying that I thought this was probably a second wave ending here, but it was irregular. So I thought support was going to be 1970. We didn't get down to there, but I guess I would think Matic can, maybe do a 50% retracement, get back up here. Maybe this was previous support, probably turning into resistance. So maybe back up to 0.034. BTT. First of all, let's do BCH. That's one that I was correct so far, stating that we still was going to come down. It's in a wave 4 as well, but stronger. That one just did a quick 395, but I think that one's work a little bit lower and then maybe buy a spike down to that 370 level if we get it. Here's BTT USDT. 15-minute. Nice higher highs and higher lows. Again, I'd like to buy those when Bitcoin makes us low, but that one looks pretty good. Wyckoff wants you to stay long the strong coins. That'll continue to lead us higher. XRP, 38 cents. I was a buyer at 36 before, and I'd warned about a Bitcoin pullback and buy this one a little bit cheaper, so we are getting that. Again, a big red bar there. I don't know what that news was that kicked some of these down. There's Bitcoin still 78.10. So anybody just coming in here? What we got now? 361. Go back over this again. This has been my account if you follow me on Twitter or Discord, anything like that. This was the plan is we're doing a big wave 4 here for the white 4. And I have been talking about trying to get this thing rolled over to do a C wave down here. If you're really bearish, we could get uglier and come down for a harder one, which I think for longer term positions would be a gift. The retrace on a 5th, not sure. Ripple, I'd own some Ripple here, and I'd still buy it if Bitcoin can fall down here. I mean, Bitcoin put itself back together a little bit here. We kind of fell through previous support, and we're right back at it, so a failure here still could be pretty bearish. And then longer term, everybody wants to know, if longer term I'm still this is the account that I've been showing. 3120 was a major wave 4. We're going to new highs, and we're trying to get that figured out. So we're still mousing around here on these 3 4s I've been calling. I've had this labeling here since we took off at 4,000. So I think we're somewhere here. We're going to clean up a sideways correction. Hopefully I'll get a buy at appropriate time. And then we're going to get some type of new high. I'm just showing it a diagonal overlapping. Again, that's just my guess because 3 was pretty big. And anybody, again, once it's new that doesn't know us, this is off the lows. Everyone's wanting buys now, but I really haven't had it. These are all buys from the software. With the and I didn't get any sells because volume was coming into the downside while price held. Now we're starting to get a little bit difference. We're getting volume rallying maybe on a few of these charts and price not going. So then if we zero in up here at the top, we've given a few short term. This was an Elliott wave buy at 6,900 to caught that low perfect. That was an ABC that we called a regular flat. Then I gave a sell up here. Said we could make a move to 7,000. And I gave another sell up here. I thought 8,000 would probably hold us, but instead we did go a little bit higher. Now I've done a little bit of short selling here, small profits. Personally, I'd like to see a little more weakness here. So that decline that just started, I wish it would kind of continue a little bit. See people talking about BNB. That's been a big one. Go back to the 4 hour. We've been on that one saying to be long. We also mentioned here on this ABC that you want to stay long the strong ones. So that just added on from 19 or so. And we mentioned that clear back to 31 and change. My favorite coins long term, I mean, for me and my accounts I manage through PCG, private client group, I think you know I've got to stay with the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. You know, I've got a little bit of, not a lot of Ripple. I mean, some clients have some BATs, some BNB, some Decred, some Zen, ETC. For me trading, it's much easier to trade a Bitcoin, a Litecoin, Ethereum for short-term trades. What's up, Steve? Well, you missed a little bit of sell-off right when I started. Discord is $30 a month. If you join now, you're going to get billed for May, and then you're going to get billed again June 1 for June. I mean, there's a ton of data in there, so it's still probably worth it. A lot of people are still joining. We got 170 plus over there. If you pay with Bitcoin, Litecoin, etc., we can take you in there now, and in 30 days, bill you again. So that way you won't get kind of double billed here. There's the link for the Patreon. Again, I manage accounts at private client group at 3% annual fee of the account balance. So Steve, all you missed was, I still think we're headed down. That's a more bearish count, where this was the first part of an A and now we did a B, we just finished, and we're headed lower. For now, I'll still stick with this count that I've been showing. That we're trying to roll over here, but I think too many people have missed the boat. They're bullish, so we're not wanting to come down. If you're really bullish, you could call this A down, B. This could be a C, D, and E. That's kind of far-fetched, but usually an E will end on some type of news and a sharp movement. That's what that just was. So I don't know if there was any news, but definitely a sharp movement. You can email me at tbutterfield@wyckoffsmi.com. tbutterfield@wyckoffsmi.com. Let's throw that in there. $466 watching, appreciate it. No news, Samer says. I'm sure some stop loss selling. Ethereum did break down. It's having a little bit tougher time rallying back, and that's been a strong one. Now again on here, this looks a lot more like an ABC down or a 5 waves down. This looks a little triangled here, so that could have been a D. We could mouse around over here for a few hours for an E and then send it down. So all I'm saying still, you know, everybody knows I've been hot. I think we're still in a correction. And a lot of that is because of, I'm not impressed with the way the volume's acting. It's acting different, a little different than it has been, especially on Bitcoin USD. Let's bring that up again. And that's probably about all I got to talk about. Bitcoin USD 5-minute. You can see volume has been hitting new highs basically, while price is hitting slightly lower highs. That's way different than what we've been seeing on this whole rally. So that makes me think something is up here. And if you go to Bitcoin USDT, you can see volume did not follow the rally and looking weak. At some point, that'll turn us bullish, but the technometer is not friendly yet. It's neutral. So I'd have to think there's still something to turn down. I've been in cryptos for, about 2 years and 5 months or so. I've traded stocks since 1980. If you go to wyckoffsmi.com, I got a bio there. If you go down to the bottom of the bio, you can see that Wyckoff, I've proven in real money competitions years ago that Wyckoff works. Discord, you've got to, there's a $10 tier where you get a few things from us, but $30 tier gets you in for everything. If you pay now, you're going to pay again June 1st. I mean, you get access to everything we've ever posted in there. If you pay with crypto, you can get in now and we won't bill you again for 30 days. And on the Discord, you get asked every month if you want to renew. It's just not really automatic. They ask you before they bill you. So, Head Magister has got it perfect right there. What up, Luis Alvarado? Bjorn, Fam, Spanish Chicken, John Irons. I mean, this chart does look a little heavier, obviously. Litecoin. So I was right on these things, not ready to go yet. Bitcoin still trying to be the strongest. Is it bottom in at 3,100? I think so. We've been saying that all along. When we were down there at 3,900, when we broke to new highs, I even said we wouldn't see 4,200 again. So be careful. Obviously, I could be wrong, but the way we rallied off that level, the way we've gone through 5,800, 6,500, all that resistance, that was a pretty powerful move. And with Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, everybody coming, I can't imagine that we won't be highly supported on corrections. What's up, Billy Legal? Pete Wright? So I'm still longer term friendly. Looking for further strength to get everybody in, get all the shorts totally wiped out, get the weak longs back in, right in time for a pretty good correction is what I'm thinking. And once again, for new people, go to the 4 hour. I think we're going to mop up this correction somewhere here in the next week or so. This wave 2 here lasted about 5 weeks. So this thing could be somewhere like that, I think, maybe less. Then I think we somehow go to new highs. The green rally, don't hold me to that. That's just a guess. It could be 9,000. It could be, I think it's going to be 10,000 plus myself. That'll get everybody excited. Right, 12 months till the Bitcoin halving. That should be bullish. KMD. While we're here, ICX. One that we still thought was going to resolve to the upside. Perfect Wyckoff markings on that chart. KMD, $1.18. Kamado. That's when we've been long and it just won't get going.
Show me the money.
I stand Todd.
The for CM, the course is what? I don't know, probably takes you about a month to go through. Everything's online. You get a certificate. You get access to me. There's quizzes, small videos, final exam. After you do that, then really you should go over and take the Unleashed course. A lot of the same material. The Unleashed is $1,000, but I definitely would give you a pretty big discount to go to that because the crypto course at 300 is a watered down version of the $1,000 course. And just talking about cryptos, I think to have the confidence with me, I mean, you know, I think the Discord is good because you get access to me to ask more questions, and we're going to do more live shows just for them to answer questions. I guess get my free weekend review at wyckoffsmi.com. I mean, but really the Unleashed course is the full course. Read anything you can that Wyckoff wrote. We've got different things here, some that are free. And then again, just so people know, after I make the Wyckoff calls and I throw a little bit of Elliott Wave maybe on it just to get a feel for a longer term objective or something. I've done Wyckoff since 1980 as well. I mean, I've done Elliott Wave since 1980 as well. And when I say Elliott Wave, I'm talking Robert Prechter, who is Elliott Wave. That's Ethereum. Same thing. I think somewhere here we're doing a wave 4, whether it's a triangle here or an ABC, something. And then we're going to blow to new highs again. $299 for the course. If you're a Discord member, you're going to get a 20% discount. That would save you $60, would pay for a couple months of Discord. The $1,000, I mean, the $300 course is probably 60% of the $1,000 course, 70%. The $1,000 course, I paid $1,750 for it, 1982. So I have extremely lowered the price to get the community growing. That was our plan. We've sold, what, 1,000 of the $299 courses. A lot of those were sold in the bull market. A lot of people didn't finish it, didn't take it. They need to come back. You can take the course at your own pace, lifetime access. But go to wyckoffsmi.com to really get full info about Wyckoff, and also there's a ton of stuff in the library. Free. We sell a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff for free. And how much a month for following my calls? I don't know what you mean by that. I manage accounts, private client group, 3%. Annual fee based on your account size. So if you have 100 grand, you're going to pay me $750 every quarter. 4 of those is 3,000, which is 3% of 100 grand. And otherwise, you know, YouTube, just like now, we give a lot of information. We tweet a lot of information for free. But that's really it, guys. Bitcoin holding back in here. If you just want some calls, I mean, it's the Discord, $30 a month. You'll get Nick giving some small cap trades. You'll get me giving trades. You'll get access to it, to us, etc. So. Personally, I would like Bitcoin to stay down here. It has rallied back quite a bit. Let's leave this chart up because that's the meaningful one right now. And actually, I'm going to bring this one up. This is the one. So that's all I really got, guys. Right, head magistrate, he's got it figured out because what on the tomorrow night we're doing a Discord only. Nick and I were giving away a course because we said when we got 100 Discord members, but we're like 175 now, I think. And we're giving away some coins. He's giving away a Nano X, I think, next month. So if you join now, even though you're going to get double billed somewhat, you will get access to those drawings. And also on Twitter, I'm giving away a course. So we're just trying to get our community bigger while we're on a roll here. Thanks, Bjorn. I use Coinigy to trade clients' accounts. I can put their APIs in. You do a trading API for me. Yeah, tomorrow is Patreon only. And then hopefully we just answer more questions, give everybody. Yeah, that was a close-knit 50, 60 people. Now it's a 170, so. Good night, Bob. Outlaws in the community, the Discord, so. When this bull market really kicks off, that's going to be the place to be because there's just too much in there. There's some guys in there that know their stuff, guys in there that know their shit about individual coins. Johnny Cool on EOS and different people, so that's where it's at. And we also give stock ideas in there because I charge, it was 50 a month, I lowered it to 40, but I will throw stock ideas in the crypto as well because we talk about them here on the channel. But that's it, guys. Ethereum, Litecoin a little bit weak. EOS a little bit weak. Bitcoin still the strong leader. Probably stays that way till we get this fifth wave in above 10 grand. So what is it? Wednesday. So I'm out of here. Nick and I Patreon only tomorrow night. I think we're doing like 5 or 6 o'clock. Any movement, you know, tonight, tomorrow. Tomorrow, definitely, I'm probably in here. What's up, Bamboo Ben? As everybody knows, with volatility and new people, I'm trying to be on here more. So, what's up, Trenton? So, we'll try to keep everybody updated. That's all I got. I'm going to do the outro and get out of here. What's up, Steven?
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you gotta be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.